Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about why does she want distance? So if you've been dating a girl or you've been in a relationship with a woman and for whatever reason she now has started to say to you that she wants distance from you and she no longer wants to date you or she just wants a break from the relationship, and what does this mean? So there's a couple of things that it could mean. The first one being is that you are moving too fast for her. So basically, what I want to go into here is we all fall in love at different speeds. So you might be someone who falls in love a lot quicker than what she does. So basically, if you're dating someone who falls in love a lot slower, then you need to match and mirror their pace. So I wrote something that I personally think describes this very well. And it goes like this. The one who falls in love faster must go at the pace of the one who falls in love slower. Otherwise, they will lose them. Now, this makes a lot of sense because you can't really force someone to fall in love with you. They have to feel it on their own terms. They have to come to that conclusion on their own. You can't manipulate them to fall in love with you faster. It's something that happens naturally and progressively over time. And if you're someone who falls in love relatively quickly, and I understand that because I'm totally the same, like I fall in love very fast, then you need to realize that someone that you're dating, probably falls in love a lot slower. And it might not always be the case, but most of the time it is. So basically you need to come on less strong at the beginning and wait for them basically to start feeling the same way that you do about them. You need to give them time and space to feel that way. And basically the way that you know if someone is falling in love with you is that they're reaching out to you a lot, they're contacting you a lot, they want to be with you a lot, they really want to be with you all the time. And if someone wants distance from you, that is showing the opposite, that they're falling out of love with you, that they want less to be around you less. And if they want to be around you less, then you need to, stop trying to make things happen or over pursuing, keep contacting them, using logic and reason to try and change their way of thinking. And another reason why they may want distance and space from you is because they're just no longer interested altogether. Like it could be the case that they've completely fallen out of love with you, or they're not as interested in you anymore, and they just don't want to be with you anymore. And that's why they're saying they want distance, because they're trying to start creating that gap where they can break free from you. So those are the two reasons why a woman may start wanting space and distance from you. It might be the case that you're just moving too fast for her, or she wants out. Right? It's even one of those two things. So what can you do then basically to reattract her? Now, obviously, this is only going to work on those women that are actually still relatively interested in you, because what's so great about this is that you can actually see how she feels about you if you do this. So basically what you do is you just stop contacting her as much. You basically back way off. Because obviously that's what she wants. She wants space and distance from you. And if she wants that, then you need to give that to her. So if she's doing that and she wants space and distance from you, then you need to match and mirror what she does. So for example, if she only messages you once a day, then you only message her once a day. If she only messages you once a week, then you only message her once a week. And also it's a good idea to look at your phone and go through your messages and see who's sending the more frequent messages, who's sending the longer messages. And if it's you that's sending more messages, sending the longer messages, then you need to back way off. You need to reduce it at least to how much she is doing, or you need to do less than what she is doing. And if she likes you, this is the test. This is the good thing about this. If she still likes you and if she's still attracted to you, she will start pursuing you more. She will start to do more eventually. She will start to miss you and want to be around you again. However, if it's a girl who has completely lost interest in you, she just will stop contacting you, and when you back off, she will back off even more, and she'll just fade away and you'll never hear from her again, basically. So you need to start matching and mirroring how much she's contacting you, how she behaves when you two are hanging out, perhaps, if you do still hang out with her and see her a lot. Then you need to start doing what she's doing and stop trying to make things happen, and just allow them to happen how they're supposed to happen. And what I mean by that is you're giving her enough space to kind of come and go as she pleases, and that will allow her, if she does have feelings for you, for them to develop and grow. Let's use the analogy of a garden, right? Let's say that this girl is a garden, right? And she's got lots of flowers in there, lots of lovely things that you think that makes her beautiful, right? The worst thing that you could do to that garden is to overwater it, which is basically essentially what you're doing if you're over pursuing. Because if you overwater plants, they will die, right? So basically what you need to do then is you need to water it a bit less. And basically water is that's the analogy I'm using for your attention. So when you message, that's you watering the garden. When you send a long message, that's you watering the garden. So you need to back off a lot more so it gives time for the flowers to grow. You water it once a day, something like that, or you water it depending on the weather, right? If it's raining a lot, then, and by that I mean there's a lot of turbulence going on between you two, then you back off. You don't do as much. You don't water the garden as much because it's raining too much outside. So it's a bit of an analogy there. Bit of an abstract way of talking about it, but that's essentially what this means. You need to stop overfeeding, overwatering her. You need to stop it. Stop giving as much as your attention that you're giving. You need to back way off and start to match and mirror what she is doing. And that should reattract her. And if it doesn't reattract her, it means that she has lost interest and she no longer wants to be with you, which is great because now you are free to find someone who does like you, who does want you back. So if she wants distance, the best thing for you to do is to give it to her, right? Because if she likes you, she'll come back. And if she doesn't like you, then she won't come back. You need to give her space so that she misses you. And no one can miss you if you're always contacting them. Now, I think a lot of people get this confused because they think, oh, I'm just messaging her. It's not like we're hanging out. It's not like we're in our, in the physical presence of each other. But the thing is that messaging is still, because when someone messages you, what happens, right? It's instantly when you see their face come up or something, when they've messaged you or whatever, you see the notification from them. Suddenly you go in your head and you think about memories of them almost instantly, times that you've hanged out together, you instantly think about them and what it's like to be around them. So when you're messaging a woman a lot, each time she sees you come up on her phone, she's thinking back on memories that you've already had, which in a way, because when you're kind of in your imagination, it's kind of like, sometimes it can feel so real that it's like you're actually around that person. So what that means is that she can't miss you if you're in her DMs a lot. She can't miss you if you are still contacting her a lot. If you want her to miss you, then you must stop messaging her as much. Obviously, stop hanging out with her as much as well. That's obviously a big one too. So give her that distance completely. That means the way that you message her, the way that you phone her, when you hang out with her, you need to back way off and give her that distance and space. Because like I said, if she likes you, if she still has feelings for you, she will come back and she'll start putting in more effort once she realizes that she could be losing you, once she sees that you are giving her distance, then you are giving her space. And if she doesn't like you, then she will just fade away, and then you are free to find someone who does want you, who does like you. So if you'd like to get in touch with me personally, then please go to www.christineloveridge.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.